phone ring and you wanna attack, well sit on down and tell me what's up with that. Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? He said, she said, we said, me said, what up with that?
And welcome to another edition of What's Up With That. Of course, my name is Drew Garino, coming to you live from Raleigh, North Carolina, here at the beautiful Hampton Inn and Suites. Let's not waste any further time. Let's get right into the action, starting at the top of the leaderboard. And Bill is still there. He did snap a 4-game win streak by falling to Cam in Week 7. Clearly, Odell Beckham has taken too many hits to the head from that field goal net because he was invisible with the rest of the Giants on Sunday. What was up with that? Speaking of that same matchup, Cam was able to stay in second place with a crucial and much-needed win to remain towards the top of the League of Legends standings. Cam desperately needed a big game from T.Y. Hilton, and that's exactly what he got as he went off for 26 fantasy points. Staying in third place with another commanding point total is, of course, our old friend Sean Doolin, who put up the most points out of any League of Legends member this week to take down a surprisingly feisty Adam roster. Now, Sean has, right now in his possession, the most deadly 1-2 running back combination in the league, as both David Johnson and Le'Veon Bell are clearly in a class by themselves. Staying in fourth place with an impressive win was Steve DeFerrari, as he was able to take down Ryan this week. And Steve was able to pull all the right strings this week, including his decision to start the redhead, Andy Dalton, against that putrid Cleveland defense. There is some cause for concern with Steve's team, though, as Allen Robinson has combined for only 10 fantasy points in the last 2 weeks. Guy's a first-round player. What's up with that? Hey, speaking of what's up with that, Drew was able to win his second week in a row by absolutely demolishing Dave's team by a whopping 92 fantasy points. Now, Drew was led by the surprise performance of Jack Doyle, who I'm sure at least 50% of our league doesn't know A, what team he plays for, and B, what position is Jack Doyle anyway? What's up with that? And staying within the same matchup, that's Dave, who now slides on down to 6th place in the League of Legends standings. Dave has continued his roller coaster season by putting up another embarrassingly low point total, this time to the tune of 73 points. Now, unfortunately for Dave, the points were actually there for him this weekend. He just didn't pull the right strings in terms of his starting lineup. Delaney Walker, Latavius Murray, and Frank Gore had 21, 20, and 19 fantasy points respectively, all on the bench. What's up with that? And speaking of what's up with that, Adam was able to put out a pretty good performance this weekend. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort as he dropped his contest to Sean, and he now falls to 3-4 on the fantasy season. Tough break for Adam. Jay Ajayi, I think that's it, Ajayi, has now eclipsed over 200 yards rushing each of the last 2 weeks. And of course, he's firmly planted on Adam's bench. Nice move again by Adam, staying in 7th place. And as we continue down towards the bottom of the standings, you guessed it, Dennis, 8th place. The mediocrity tour continues for Dennis as he puts up another low point total, this time falling to Bud's team. Dennis received nothing from Jordan Howard on Thursday night. Then he saw Michael Floyd tweak a hamstring en route to another disappointing performance. And around we go. And speaking of around and up the standings, for the first time in a very long time, Bud is actually not in last place. Congratulations to Bud. Don't look now, he's won 2 games in a row, and to quote Lou Brown from the great Major League 2, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. And Bud was able to win this week due in large part to the large Thursday night performance of one Aaron Rodgers. in combination with the fact that LeGarrette Blount, against his former team, was able to score 2 touchdowns in a Patriots victory. Now, rounding out the standings here for the League of Legends in Week 7, from first to worst, Ryan has now fallen into last place with a record of 1-6. Very, very disappointing. What's up with Jordy Nelson for Ryan's team, who's completely fallen off the grid? Only had 1 catch for 9 yards this weekend, on Thursday night, on a day that Aaron Rodgers put up 27 fantasy points. Such is Ryan's luck this year as he finds himself again towards the bottom of the standings in last place. Hey, we'll see ya from Florida next week.